just a quick video to show you how to use the TI-84 calculator. If you want to follow along, my keystrokes are going to be coming up down here at the bottom. And you can pause the video at any time. So just follow along with the keystrokes at the bottom. So I'm going to clear these to get ourselves started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to type in an equation. So I'm going to go to my y equals, and I'm going to just type in the first equation, which is parenthesis x minus 1, and then I'm going to square that. So there's an x squared button here, or you can use the up arrow and do squared there. But if you do that, you need to use the arrow key to make sure that you come back down, and then minus 4. Okay? Now, you want to make sure your window is set properly if you can't see your graph. So you can go to window and check here to make sure that you have a 10 by 10 grid. The other thing you can do is go into zoom and go standard, and zoom standard will give you an automatic 10 by 10 grid, and there's your graph. Now I have it set up so I see a graph and a table, and you can do that if your calculator doesn't do that. If you go to mode and you scroll down, you can see here I have full horizontal or graph table. So graph table is what I have. If you have full, you're just going to see the graph. Okay, so we'll go back to graph, and you can see here from the table, given certain x values, it tells you what your y values are. So I know that at -1, my y value is 0. That's right here, which means it's an x-intercept. My other x-intercept is here at 3, 0. 0, -3, if x is 0, y is -3, that's my y-intercept. So it gives you all sorts of values, and if you go to second table, you can use your arrow key to see other values going up. Okay. All right, so, and then you can see how it follows along on the graph with the cursor. All right, let's say that you didn't have your table here, but you wanted to calculate what your x-intercepts were. So you could go to second calculate, and if you just type in 0, that will give you your x-intercept. So, but you need to set things up a little bit. So left bound means that you pick a point to the left of your intercept. So I'm just going to move my cursor over a little bit, and I want to get this x-intercept here. So this is a little bit to the left, so I hit enter, and you see how you have this little arrow up here. And then I'm going to go a little bit to the right, because the next thing it says down here is right bound. And now I'm a little bit to the right of my intercept, and I hit enter. Now you see you have these two arrows pointing at each other. Those two arrows pointing at each other say, calculator, look here in between these two lines to find the x-intercept. Then it says guess, which you do not have to do, and you just hit enter. And there you go. There are your zeros. 0 is x equals 3, y equals 0. So there you go. And it tells you your equation right up here. Okay? And now your graph is all kind of wonky because it's looking at different values here. Okay, so there's the ways to find the x-intercepts using your calculator. The other thing you can do is you can find your vertex. Here, your vertex is considered a minimum because of the way it's shaped. So you're going to go to minimum, and you're going to do that same procedure. You're going to go left bound, so we need to go to the left of the vertex. And we're doing that right here. And now we're going to go to the right of the vertex. And we did that here. Notice here again, the two arrows are pointing at each other. Okay, and you've got these two lines. So it says guess, I don't need to guess. And there's your minimum value, 1, -4. Sometimes you get weird values. Like, let's do the 0 over here. The last time I did this, it gave me a funky value. So I'm going to do left bound. So this is just more practice. So there's the left bound, and then I'm going to go right bound, and then I hit enter. But this time it didn't. Sometimes this value, one of these values, this might give you something like 4.7 times or e to the -47. That is a very, very small value, which is close to 0. Or for your 0 here, it might give you -1.000000009. And it's because the calculator is not calculating it exactly that sometimes you get weird numbers. So this is really just to check. I'm going to be expecting that you do things algebraically, but you can use your calculator to check things. Okay? Let me show you one more. So we're going to delete this. Actually, I'm going to put another graph in, and I'm going to put in it's negative x minus 1 times x plus 2. So I'm going to use this negative sign down here and use my parentheses for x minus 1, parenthesis x minus 2. And you can do all the same things again. All right, my friends, hope this works out well for you. Have a great day. Bye.